Good afternoon, Pokésports, and welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video, bringing you Reliable, the Ho-Oh and Zamazenta team. Now, I haven't yet used Zamazenta ever since Zamazenta didn't perform in Players Cup 4 several months ago. So it's been a while since I've used Zamazenta. You could say that I had a little bit of resentment towards it because of how poorly that team performed at an international challenge, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, we're running NotasVGC's Ho-Oh and Zamazenta team. Super excited. Make sure to check them out. We'll leave a link to his stuff down below in the description. I'm excited to run this because it does seem like a lot of fun. It does have a weakness policy Ho-Oh, which is something that I haven't run here on the channel yet. With also, you know, a Volt switching Raichu in order to proc that weakness policy. You also do have the Howl on this Zamazenta. So you can do some interesting strategies with that as well. Also counteract Intimidates if that's what you want to roll. The rest of the team is very defensive, so I'm super curious how that's going to play out. Because it does seem like we're a little bit weak to the Incineroars. But of course, if you get a weakness policy off, then you're no longer weak. Anyway, let's see how this goes. If you guys are excited, want to see more VGC on the channel, do hit that button down below and subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already. And we got some Zacian merch out. Make sure to grab it while it's out. I'm definitely going to get myself one. I love that design. Anyway, on to the battles. Game 1 against Dandelion, going to be the Kyogre Dialga team, which is honestly such a strong core that it worries me a little bit. But thankfully, we do have the Gas Shot in order to deal with that a little bit. And they also have no Intimidate on their side of the field, so that's kind of nice too. I think a Raichu Ho-Oh lead can be pretty decent for us. Maybe bring Zamazenta in the back with the Gas Shot in the back. I think a late game Gastrodon is actually very nice here. It deals with their Zapdos, it deals with their Ogre, and can even deal with the Dialga in a certain sense. There's also Room Service Umbreon. I don't think I'm ever going to use that in any situation. I mean, maybe a Trick Room team. If I'm against a Trick Room team, I might decide to go that Umbreon route. I've never been a big fan of Umbreon. I don't know why. In my mind, I just think that, hey, if I am using Umbreon, why not just use Incinesports, right? It's pretty much an Incineroar without Fake Out, but I guess it is a lot tankier than Incineroar, so I understand why it's good. I just don't think that I'm good with it. But anyway, maybe, who knows? Maybe there'll be a situation here. Dandelion's deciding what they want to do. The reason why I went for the Ho-Oh here is simply because I think a Ho-Oh with Airstream is going to be really good early on. But if they leave with like Ogre, it's going to be rough because they could always Dynamax over Ogre and give me a horrible time. Dialga's going to be the lead for them. Ooh, okay. They can't attack my Ho-Oh with electric moves, which is kind of cool. So that means they're definitely not going to Dynamax that spot, I don't think. I'm going to Volt Switch out on my Ho-Oh, give myself the Dynamax, and go all in on this Dialga. They put their Flying type on the field, so I don't even have to worry about the swap. Now, the way that they led here definitely makes me feel like either they're going to Dynamax Zapdos, go for Airstream, or they're going to Dynamax Dialga and go for Wormwind, I guess, would be their play. Now, if you guys have been seeing any of the videos where I have Ho-Oh on this channel, you know that I love this Pokemon. I think it's honestly such a good sleeper pick for Series 12, just because of how well its typing deals with the metagame, and because of how well its defenses do in general. That's a luxury ball. It is going to be the Dialga, okay. Well, Dialga's about to take a +2 Max Quake, which I guess is fine. I do believe Ho-Oh outspeeds Dialga as well. I could be wrong. Here's Volt Switch. Just to break my weakness policy. It is going to do a little bit of damage to me because it crits. Off to a great start. We're doing fine, folks. We'll be okay. Alright, we get the switch in here, which is cool too. I think Zamazenta is the way to go for that spot. Maybe. I don't know. It's not a great switch in there, but at least Zamazenta gets some... You know, it's tankier than most Pokemon. I get some screen time, baby. I got a Zamazenta on the field. I do outspeed. Here's the max Quake. This is a +2 max Quake, so. Oh, that is amazing damage. Plus the special defense that I'm going to give my Zamazenta here. Let's see how this turn plays out now. Oh, that's a weakness policy. Wait, that's concerning. They're also weakness policy. They go over the Hurricane. Nice try. And a Wormwind. This is going to hurt something. Ooh, Zamazenta. But tanks it, man. Look at that. Zamazenta doesn't care. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, now I got more options here. And I think I just go for the close combat onto Dialga. Knock that out. Oh, it did just lower my attack, though. I could raise it again. Just Howl. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And then this time around, go for... Should I Quake again? I think they have nothing else that floats. Yeah, nothing. Nothing wants to come in and take a Quake. So we Howl, and then we Quake on Dialga. Get rid of Dialga. We already know we outspeed it, so... Fine, so be it. So be it. Okay, now I think we can go for a close combat, though. Like, I think we switch things up now. They're going to keep going for Hurricanes. I wonder why. Yeah, now I think we can go for close combat on Dialga. We're back to neutral. And then this time around, we go for the Max Flare onto the Zapdos. They must be really worried about my Raichu in the back. Yes, nice. Zamazenta's knocking out a Dialga. We're doing it, folks. We are doing it. And I'm pretty sure Max Flare should also be able to knock out this Zapdos. Amazing. Wasn't Life Orbed. I wonder what it was. Maybe Safety Goggles. Maybe Choice, because it did just keep going for Hurricanes for some reason. But hey, I don't mind. We are definitely looking up right now. Here comes the Ogre. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little concerning, but the amazing thing about Zamazenta is that we have a special move called Wide Guard. So all we gotta do is click Wide Guard, I think. So let's do just that. We Wide Guard here. Then we go for the Brave Bird onto the Ogre. I think I want to get rid of the Ogre sooner rather than later. Because shame on... fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you, you know? It's kind of that same situation. Oh, that isn't great, honestly. Ooh, that's not great news. Does my Wide Guard still protect me? Oh, it doesn't matter, thankfully. It could matter. I don't think I KO here. Never mind. Doesn't matter, thankfully. Awesome. Because now we have this fun Pokemon we started off with called Raichu. This team is so anti-Ogre. It's funny. It's so funny. Alright, in comes Raichu. We Fake Out. We Brave Bird. They protect. We win next turn. Battle's canceled. That's a GG right there. So that's pretty much the ideal way we want this team to work. Oh, Notas, you're onto something, man. You're onto something. Oh, it's looking like Zamazenta versus Zamazenta here. Interesting. They got a very solid Grasswater Fire Core with the Instant, Urshifu, and Rillaboom. Also, they have the Intimidate blocker, also known as Thunderous. And then that's a Calyrex. I'm a little bit scared of Calyrex, to be honest. Is Umbreon the answer to Calyrex here? I do have Foul Play. So I do have options. I'm looking at Umbreon, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think right away, to start off the game, I do the Ho-Oh and Raichu combination. Bring the Umbreon in the back, though. And then Zamazenta also in the back. We'll try this out. I'm putting a lot of eggs into my Ho-Oh basket, which is typically not a way I like to play. Because it does rely on me, you know, not losing my Ho-Oh right away. But thankfully, it doesn't look like my opponent has anything that can one-shot it from what I can see. There's definitely Pokemon like Thundurus and like a Water Shifu that can do a lot of damage to it, but not one-shot it, I don't think. Oh, got one of them dumb stat distributions, right? Those dumb stat distributions that you don't actually consider. Also, special note on this Serena, it's a Sweet Veil Serena, so it can't actually stop incoming Rillabooms, which is another reason why I don't really have a purpose of bringing it here, because there's no sleepy Mons. Or Mons that put me to sleep on their side of the field. They leave with the Calyrex and the Thundurus, probably looking for a double down into... my Ho-Oh here. And if that's the case, I think I Nuzzle. I'm gonna protect. Let them break my weakness policy. And then I'm gonna Nuzzle their Calyrex here just for some speed control. If they're gonna break my weakness policy, they're probably just gonna Airstream there. But the Nuzzle will also help counteract that. They're gonna Dynamax. It's probably gonna be the... It's a Master Ball. Is that a Calyrex Dynamax? No, never mind. It's just a Master Ball Thundurus. Okay. Let's see how this turn plays out. Ho's gonna go for the Protect. Oh, I just realized they can't go for... Oh yeah, they can't go for an electric move because I have my Raichu on the field. Makes sense. They go for the Astro Barrage instead. I think Raichu, by getting some speed control here, will be well worth it, though. They outspeed? Why? What is this Raichu speed? It's max timid. Oh, that's dumb. Well, that just went from bad to worse. Okay, we go Zamazenta, I guess. Ah, for some reason, I thought Raichu's base 115. I guess not. That must have changed in the past. I thought I was outspeeding Thundurus. It is max speed timid, so yeah, it has to be something wrong with this. And now they're definitely outspeeding me from every angle and direction, so... I'm gonna max for the Thundurus, and then I'm gonna Wide Guard. I'm gonna hope they go for the max Lightning into my Ho-Oh, so that I could then go for the KO on the Thundurus. But dang, that's an Assault Vest Thundurus too, because it didn't have Life Orb. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Now it's bothering me. Let's see. Raichu speed is... It's probably base 110. Yep. It's literally one base speed lower than Thundurus. Oh, that's my bad. You're thinking it was 115. Welp. Anyway, best of luck to me. Here's a Wide Guard. Hopefully protect me from any Astro Barrages. Like that one. Let's see where this turn goes next. It does go for the max Lightning into my Ho-Oh. I think I should be able to take that. Don't do this to me, man. I don't need crits right now. I need anything else. The last thing I need is a crit. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, at least I got rid of Thundurus. A crit for crit. I think his crit was a lot more relevant than mine. I was already +2 anyway. Oh, that's unlucky. Alright, what's next? Like, I don't even know where to go from here. Because anything they go into will outspeed and KO me. What are the chances their Calyrex is Scarf? I know that's becoming more popular nowadays, but it's probably just Sashed, right? I don't think it's going to keep going for Astral Barrages if it sees that I'm just going to keep going for Wide Guards. Oh, that's right. They do have their own Zamazenta. So they should know all about Wide Guard. Why do they still keep going for Wide Guard there? Well, they're just going to Behemoth Bash me, which is unlucky. And I wish I could do something about it, but I just can't. So what I'm going to do is just hope for 2 speed ties here and get 2 close combats on Zamazenta. We'll also see what Calyrex plans to do. My thought process is that Calyrex is just going to switch moves here and try to KO the Ho-Oh another way. Oh, they just burned me. Oh, come on, man. That would have done so much more. Oh, well. There's a Behemoth Bash. I mean, it is resisted. If only I wasn't crit, man. Okay, I'm not concerned with Calyrex because I have the Umbreon in the back. I'm going to try to light the Zamazenta on fire. And I'm also going to try to Wide Guard. Because I don't want to troll to Calyrex. Here's my Wide Guard. That's the second time I've actually outsped them. Unless they're not going. I mean, they have no reason to go for Wide Guard. They did actually end up going for Astral Barrage again. So that was a good Wide Guard there. Now let's see. Do we take the Behemoth Bash? I don't think we do, man. I wish I could have burned them. I wish I could have done so much. I wish I had more HP than this. Yikes. Are you joking? Now I want to know if that would have KO'd. 2 crits on me, man. This isn't funny anymore, game. Stop it, Game Freak. Umbreon. Can we win with only Umbreon? I can't even yawn because there's electric terrain on the field somehow. I Snarl. And I Wide Guard again? I think. There's at least nothing that the Calyrex can do to my Umbreon, right? The Zamazenta, on the other hand, I might lose to Zamazenta. In the Zamazenta 1v1, I think I'm coming out on the bottom. They're gonna Mud Shot? Okay. That's gonna destroy me somehow still. All by close combat. Yikes. That definitely hurts, huh? It's okay, I have a Snarl. You guys ready for this big Snarl damage from Umbreon? GG's. I don't win. My opponent won. I played poorly the first turn, don't get me wrong. I messed that whole first turn up. But had my opponent not gotten at least one of those 2 crits, I think we would have been in a better position than we are right now. Anyway, that's looking like a GG. Here's another Mud Shot. Zamden's gonna live at 24, but not for long. We don't need speed anyway. I'll buy the second close combat onto my Umbreon, knocking out my Umbreon. And then here, have the win. You got it. You earned it. Hopefully our last battle can be a lot better than this one. Well, actually, we didn't lose yet, but we totally are. There is literal 0 way we win. But hey, can we knock out a Calyrex here? Nope, because we're burned. Alright, we'll go ahead and give our opponent the win. Ugh. Okay, had I known that Raichu was just gonna get eaten alive that first turn, I think what I could have done in retrospect was take the hard swap there on Umbreon, right? If I did the hard swap there on Umbreon, I would have been able to Dynamax next turn. Oh, but then I still would have gotten critted, though. That first crit from Thundurus, I think would have ruined me either way. Unless I played with my opponent and just kept swapping in and out on the Umbreon and the Raichu spot. Oh, well. On to the next. Oh, boy, that's a Ferrothorn. That's kind of like what Ho-Oh likes to see, though. Okay, Ferrothorn with the Rain, like a Rain Teamization package. I think Ho-Oh lead is okay. We either do Ho-Oh or Zamazenta, or kind of both. Okay, I'm gonna lead with Zamazenta. I'm gonna bring Gastro in the back, which is a little bit worrisome considering they have so many grass types on their team, but hey, it is what it is. And this Serena actually won't help us because the Serena is Sweet Veil and not what's it called? Queenly Majesty. I think I Raichu here in the back would be pretty decent. Just like a late game fake out if it comes down to that. But typically I don't have a good time against Rain team. I know this team has so many ways of dealing with Rain. It just feels that like with Dynamax, Kyogre has so many options. It can either go for the spread move or it can Dynamax and go for the single target move, and both of which are not a great time. Anyway, they're gonna leave with the Zacian. I didn't actually expect that. It's kind of very interesting, actually. Puts me in a pretty decent position. There isn't much Zacian can do to my Ho-Oh. I don't think, at least. But there is a lot that Zacian can do to my Zamazenta. I think I'm gonna fire off an Airstream to Grim and then go for a Howl. The reason I'm doing this is because Zacians tend to carry Protect and then Protect first turn. Like almost every single time. There's very little situations where Zacians don't Protect, right? Sorry, I covered the camera. Thing is, they're not Dynamaxing this turn 1, which means we're gonna burn our Dynamax turns here. And I really hope we're not put in a situation where we burn our Dynamax turns, don't do enough with those turns, and then have to suffer later on because of it. They're gonna Light Screen here. They think that I'm special, I guess. And then they're gonna Sacred Sword us. That's not fun. We do still get our Howl in. Like I said, Zacian versus Zamazenta, Zacian wins every time, and it's so sad that it is that way, but hey, it is what it is. Regardless, here's an Airstream. I mean, this will be nice if we just get rid of Grimmsnarl. Awesome. Hey, I'll take it. I will definitely take it. Question is, do I leave the Zamazenta in here to die? That's a rough one. I mean, did Zamazenta do enough for my Ho-Oh at this point? I can't answer that question. I can't answer that question. That's an Ogre now. Hear me out. I think I go in Gastrodon now. Because that's going to be the Ogre Dynamax. That's going to be an Ogre Dynamax. I think this is a safe play here. That's going to be Ogre Dynamax. We're going to max Quake the Zacian. And hard swap in our Gastro here to take the incoming Max Geyser. And hopefully take the fighting move here. This is a play. Oh, it's a bad play because they didn't do that. Dang it, dang it, dang it. This is what I mean, man. It's so annoying into like Kyogre teams because you never know what they're going to do. They have too many options. Like there, I could have stayed in and wide guarded and probably would have been fine. Oh well. I do at least get some special defense here, which I can't complain about. Yeah, there's a water spout. It's gonna hurt, but it's not gonna knock me out, thankfully. Yeah, okay. That's not even a 2-hit KO though. That's actually pretty decent. I'll take it. I complain, but hey, it is what it is. Next, we have to go for another Quake, I think, on Zacian. Hold on, let's double check their Backmons. They do have a potential for a Landorus, so actually we're going to switch that up a little bit. We're going to Airstream the Ogre. And then we're going to Earth Power the Zacian. I don't think Zacian will stay in here. Could be wrong. Zacian's gonna stay in here and is gonna Secret Sword my Gastro. That's an interesting play. I disagree with it, but hey. I'll get an Airstream off here on this Ogre. I'm very strong right now, yeah. I am at +3 Ho-Oh. I am a big bird. They do have their Dynamax still to use, which is why I thought they were gonna just do that with Ogre, though. Here Gastro is gonna clean up this Zacian. That's a +1 Earth Power, but by Zacian. Now let's see if their last can deal with my whole team. I still have 4 available. Not bad. These are the certain situations where Ho-Oh works. It's if you get set up early. Oh, that's a Rillaboom. I don't think there's anything Rillaboom can do. My Dynamax does run out here. But Rillaboom's going to be forced to fake us out. If not, it's just going to go down. That's a GG. Let's go for the Brave Bird. End this game as soon as possible. Go for the Scald, because why not? Did I just scald myself by accident? I hope not. My drift was acting up there, so who knows? Oh, there they go. Well, so when this team works, it works. When this team doesn't work, it doesn't work. Let's get you guys that rental code. And here you have the Ho-Oh Zamazenta team. I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised by how much a weakness policy Ho-Oh could really do. Like, Ho-Oh's, like I said, I've said this plenty of times on the channel. Its typing is in a really good spot in the meta, and its stats and all the moves that it can learn are very strong in general. I don't know if I did feel like I missed Assault Vest here for the most part. The weakness policy was very strong when you got it off, but then taking that much damage to water moves was always not that fun. But all in all, the team's very strong. I unfortunately didn't get to use Umbreon too much. I got to use everyone else kind of decently. I also didn't get to use Serena too much, but you guys know what Serena does in general. The core is the Raichu, Ho-Oh, Zamazenta, and Gastro. You're going to bring that to most of your games. It definitely did feel that way anyway. But yeah, thank you so much, NotasVGC, for the team. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoy VGC, want to continue seeing it on the channel, you know what to do. Hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already. We'll shoot for 50 likes in this episode. I'm Kevin. This is Pokésports. A great night. Peace out. Bye-bye.